Well, good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gents, and young Jeffrey Jacklich.
Hmm.
Yeah, why not? Um,
Mm.
Good morning. Your host this morning for another episode of What's the Right Shot, Brent Maxwell Abel Jr.
Woof.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I had some big shoes to fill with Senior, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's see. What did he do other than president of the San Francisco Bar Association in 1963, and then president of the California Bar Association in 1974? And people would come to me and go, "What happened to you?" I said, "I just kind of like hitting tennis balls. I don't know. What can I tell you?" Um,
That's right. I was president of the Thespians Club in junior
that's
high.
right. Yeah, that's right. I wasn't president of the debate club. I'll tell you that. So, anywho, guys, hope you're having a great start to the day so far, wherever you are. Gorgeous, drop dead, beautiful day here in the desert, Jeff, this morning. It's
Damn
going to
it.
be 78,
Killing me.
79. It's just, it's still out there. It's just bright. It's,
Uh,
anyway, mine and I've got our first round match today. The National Husband Wife Grass Courts being hosted here at the Mission Hills Country Club, Rancho Mirage, California. We had a bye. We're seated two. And we had a bye yesterday, and we beat or we play a team today that won yesterday, Love and Love.
wow.
And so you never know, right? You never know
No.
if maybe the seating guy really screwed up this one,
Right.
and or
Right.
maybe they just didn't have a tough match. Who knows? I mean,
Right.
anywhere in
Who
between
knows?
those two, and you better be ready to go.
Yeah.
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 Good morning, Loli. What's going on there? I'm assuming, young man. I could be wrong about that, but anyway, I don't see a lot of women saying I'm a lowly pawn. But Loli, we are moving you up into the highly category with this good stuff here. Anyway, guys, I got an episode for you today from as Jeff saw it. He said, "Oh man, that is back in the day. That is back in the day." Thank you, Rich. Um, and so let's take a quick look at it. This was an interesting match because when I was looking at the video this morning, Jeff, deciding which point I wanted to cherry pick out of this match.
Right.
This was, I think, the second game you served, and by the midway through the second set, the shadows on that court looked like the
Yeah.
frickin' Matrix. It was wild,
Yeah.
just wild, and
Yeah. I remember we finished that match under the lights.
yeah. And
Yeah.
all I can tell you guys is, look, there are gonna be times when you're playing a tournament or you're playing a league match or something, and the conditions are less than optimal
Yeah.
in
And they
terms of the.
change, and the conditions change, over the course of the match.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah. Well, and for me, I mean, I always fear playing a tournament where the lights are crappy, sometimes indoors.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Houston's upgraded their lights, and they used to be. I mean, you had to at least I had to get there. I don't know, 3 days early.
Yeah.
And who was it? It might have been the great Mike Stewart who told me, "Well, look, when you first get out on the court on the indoor thing, wear a pair of dark glasses for half an hour." I said, "Really?" He said, "Just do it." And of course, whatever Mike Stewart says, I
Right. I'll do it.
absolutely do.
Right.
So I did it, and I took off the glasses, and boom, God dang, where's the sun? It's bright in here.
Right.
So, but my point is that you're just gonna have to deal with it. It's like wind. It's
Yeah.
like you're playing on a court that they haven't resurfaced in 30 years.
Yeah.
Whatever. You're by the parking lot where, God dang it, it feels like a freeway out there, or maybe you're playing next to a freeway.
Yeah.
I
Been there,
mean,
done that.
absolutely. So you just have to deal with it, and I think the
Yeah.
best way to deal with it is just to go, okay, I'm here. I put myself in this position. Let's go.
It's just as uncomfortable for them.
It is. It is for sure. So, all right, let me start this point. I've said it's a simple approach shot, and really, the choice you have in doubles is are you going to serve and volley or are you going to stay back? And either one works.
Right.
Either one really works. It's just that the second serve has to be pretty darn good to make either one work. You just can't throw in a
Yeah.
lollipop,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Well, then
Jeffrey,
you're just charging a loaded gun then,
yeah,
you
here
know.
you go. I've loaded for you. Here you go. So anyway, approach shot for Jeff and Erica with and there you go. Very
Oh,
anticlimactic on that point. But that's a standard doubles point. And I just want you guys to think about the second serve as it's actually an advantage, I think, to play serve and volley, Jeff, because since it's a slower
right.
MPHs, you actually, if you've got a high quality second serve, I think you get half a step in closer. That's
Yeah.
assuming that the returner doesn't step in as well. Most of them don't. And
Right.
now, I mean, I think the return's kind of based on feeling like, you know what, God dang it, Jeff is in. This is going to be a
Yeah.
tough one to knock down. So why not go for the lob?
Yeah. I kind of crowded her on on the back inside in the hands on the backhand side up,
Exactly. No, I mean,
you know.
no, it's great. It's great. And look, so you're doing the thing again, infidel in the temple, Jeff, where, hey, man, you got to cover your own side. You got to cover everything on your own side. Well, what if it's a deep lob and both of you guys aren't sure at this point who's going to take it?
Right. Right.
And so you gotta back her up or you gotta back him up that
Yeah.
it might just at the last second, I can't get it. Okay, guess what? I'm there. But if your partner does get it, then it's we're
Yeah.
gonna
I
we're
can't hesitate and get back in
no, no.
and be where I should be.
Yeah, exactly. And this was a tricky volley because the ball was low.
Little dipper.
You don't have a lot of room, not a lot of margin over the top of the net there, Jeff, to get
Yeah.
this thing where you want it to go, which is all right. For a nanosecond, I got an opening here, but dang it, the ball's low. Well, let's just do something to get it over there. So,
Yeah.
Ken, thank you. Good morning. Slice them up. Good luck. Yeah, the grass is sort of available for some slice and a dice,
Without a doubt.
and I just love it. I just love it. And the grass here. It's interesting. I've been the last couple of days, Jeff, with this Adidas video print ad shoot. Part of it is they do each player on the grass where they have a new kit on. It's all white, and then they go over to the hard courts and they do the color thing over there. But I'm asking each one of these pros, hey, how does this compare to Wimbledon? And they sit and they hesitate. They go, huh.
Huh.
And I said, yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Pretty good, isn't it?
Pretty darn good. They go, yeah. So
These definitely are the practice courts that we even get to play on aren't this quality, right?
no. I mean, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So let me get rid of this text from Paul Wolf. Thank you. Okay. Speaking of grass courts, next Tuesday on the grass with Paul and Rudy, and Dan Boy.
Boom.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Tuesday at 10. So, guys, I guess the message today is we got to really make sure that your second serve is doing, at worst case, it's allowing you to do what you want to do and not really set them up. And I think one of the problems that we get into, right? You miss your first serve, and now your brain goes into crap. Please, I don't want a double fault. I don't want to throw in the lollipop. Just please help me, man. Just help me get through this.
That's
And
where the work of developing that
absolutely.
second, I mean, oof.
There's got to be a different messaging, and
Yeah.
and to me, the different messaging is just the opposite of, oh crap, I hope I don't double fault. oh crap, I hope I just don't throw in a lollipop and my partner just gets,
Right.
a hole blown right through them. So once you change the messaging, then you start to look at the second serve as an opportunity, really as an offensive opportunity. And as Jeff just showed us right there, if you've got good location, then as you did where you jammed her in the
Little,
backhand,
yeah, yeah,
and
up, you know.
yeah, and 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 from there it's just, but that's all about self-talk messaging. So next week I've got something for you. I'm going to help you fix that. But in the meantime, I just want you to start thinking a little bit differently between first and second serves, and
Yeah,
start thinking about, God dang it, this is fine. We're good. What do I feel good with right now today? Well, maybe it's the topper out wide. Maybe it's
yeah.
maybe it's a little topper to the body. I would
Do
say I'd,
yeah,
I'd be careful with the one down the tee. Um, and I would hedge my bets on going towards the body if that's the case. If
right,
you're if you're
right.
really going
I
to try
think
to.
the development of the second serve too is one of those things like you have to see it as another tool in your toolbox. I use it as a first serve, singles and doubles. When I feel like
Absolutely.
when
Right.
when I feel like the guy's screwed in a little tight, like they're a little edgy, they're a little amped up, over amped.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want that ball with some hang time. I want to get it up around their shoulders, and I want them to just take a huge cut, and I want to watch it just swing about eye level as it goes past me into the fence. Right? It's like a changeup in baseball,
Yeah.
right? And when it's executed well. So I think if the player kind of sees it not as not just an insurance method of getting a second serve in, but actually seeing it as opportunity. If I develop it, it is it's a choice in terms of not just service location, but what type of serve am I going to deliver
Yeah.
in those
Mm,
moments.
yeah. Well, and as we saw in the video, yes, you can. You can think of that second serve and doubles as an approach shot. And
Yeah,
I mean, to me, that's the offensive part of it. Is it coming back? Really good chance that second serve is coming back.
yeah,
That's okay, but I'm playing approach shot. I mean, when we play an approach shot, you've always said, what, Jeff? It's not a failed winner attempt.
exactly.
So, same with the second serve. You don't have to look for the exit with the second serve. And by the way, a lot of players are looking for the exit on the first serve because they
Oops.
don't want the ball to come back. And now they're
Yeah,
going, oh crap, I hope I don't double fault. Oh crap, um,
yeah.
I don't want to throw in a lollipop. So next week we're gonna tee up that second serve and
Cool.
get good and bad boy about it. Just arr, arr. So all right, guys, look, I got to scoot. I got to get over to that Adidas shoot before Maya and I warm up at 9:30 this morning for our 10
Hmm.
a.m. match. We've got yesterday we had Wozniacki out there, we had Sakari out there,
Oh, very cool.
and we had Tsitsipas out there. That boy is a large human.
Yeah, he's a big, tall.
He's a bit like 6'4", I think, all day
Yeah, he's a
long.
big boy.
And he reminds me of Borg in terms of when Borg showed up and he had these shoulders that
Yeah,
went from his neck straight out and actually a little up, I think.
yeah,
And then it came down into this V where, if you remember the great Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver back in the day, Harold Carmichael, who could take those hands and he would put his hands on his hips and he'd be touching his thumbs in the
that's
back
it.
and his fingers in front. Bam.
Right.
Anyway, so but he's a big boy. And today, actually, I'm going over there right now. I'm gonna go see my buddy. I think I can never pronounce his name. Hadir Nouni, the
Yeah,
that great
yeah,
voiced French referee. He
yeah.
mostly does WTA stuff, but I met him last year. Hit some balls with him last year. He's just a character. He has got stories. I mean, these guys who are
Oh,
traveling
I
around the
bet.
world have
Yeah,
stories like God. Oh my God.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go say hi to him. And then today over there, they've got who's coming today? Oh, Felix.
Felix, cool.
Yeah, FAA will be there this morning and then this afternoon. I think around 1 or 1:30. Bagula and Elena Svitolina,
Catalina.
Mama. So
Very cool.
who knows? Maybe maybe her bro, her man will show up.
Yeah, I was just thinking that,
That would be kind of fun.
Does Monfils make an appearance to support?
Gael, well, I don't know who he's with. I don't know if he's with Adidas. No, I think I don't know. Anyway, but I'd like to see just a couple of scissor kick overheads from that guy. Just kind of fun. Could you please, Brent, deeper and higher, because the 12-foot thing for me is like ho hum.
Yeah, right.
All right. Okay. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Any questions, any remarks, any comments down below in the comments area. And if you want to keep it private, just shoot me that email, brent@webtennis.com. We can converse that way. And if you want to get in touch with Jeff, he's over at jeff@jacklich365.com. And I know he'd like to hear from you as well. Guys, it's time. We all got to get out there, help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, see you again next time.
Cool.